rate.com right now to try Guaranteed Rate's easy, intuitive loan finder. Just answer a series of simple questions about your specific mortgage needs. And the Intuitive Loan Finder's powerful decision engine will generate a customized list of the best loan products at the lowest rates for you. All in less than 60 seconds. And all for free. Guaranteed Rate is a top 10 national lender with over 95% customer satisfaction. So whether you're buying or refinancing your home, get a low rate from Guaranteed Rate today. Call 1-888-668-0066 or visit rate.com.
Your future is what I'm fighting for each and every day. Here is just a small sample of what we have accomplished in just our first 6 months in office. And I'll say this, and, you know, they always like to say, well, I don't know. But I think that with few exceptions, no president has done anywhere near what we've done in his first 6 months. Not even close.
That was the president at a rally earlier tonight in Ohio. We're going to have reaction to that in just a minute. But first tonight, it is time for Congress, in light of Russia, and the Department of Justice to restore the rule of law in this country, investigate the many massive scandals and felonies that can no longer be ignored. That's the subject of a very important mini monologue tonight. So unlike the rest of the Destroy Trump media, we on this program, we have been covering these scandals because you, the American people, you deserve answers. Now, right now, in this country, there's a two-tier justice system, and the law is not equally applied to everyone. So tonight, the country needs to make a choice. Things for the Destroy Trump media, sending a Washington political elite. They are apathetic about the president criticizing his Attorney General, Jeff Sessions. Who's a good man, by the way. Here's what the president said earlier today at the White House.
I am disappointed in the Attorney General. He should not have recused himself almost immediately after he took office. And if he was going to recuse himself, he should have told me prior to taking office, and I would have quite simply picked somebody else. So I think that's a bad thing, not for the president, but for the presidency. I think it's unfair to the presidency, and that's the way I feel.
I agree with the president on refusal, and Liz, you guys are doing a very good job implementing the president's agenda, like on the border. what needs to be done by the FBI and by the Justice Department when it comes to the Clintons. If we're not going to have a two-tier justice system, there is real Russia collusion, a real scandal. Uranium One. Are they going to investigate this at the Justice Department, at the FBI? Remember Clinton serving Secretary of State? She signed off 20% of America's uranium to Vladimir Putin and the Russians. That's the foundational material to nuclear weapons. All while people ended up, giving donations of up to $145 million or more to the Clinton Foundation. And then top it all off at the same time, Bill Clinton doubled his speaking fees in Moscow. That sounds an awful lot like bribery, quid pro quo, pay to play. Now the next step. Is the issue of possible Ukrainian election collusion ever going to be investigated? This story broke in Politico in January. The scandal involves a one-time DNC operative, Ukrainian government officials. Wow, that sounds like collusion. Working during the campaign. Well, disseminating false information. They wanted to defeat and hurt Donald Trump. Now this DNC operative, finally 6 months later, she denies her wrongdoing. Senator Chuck Grassley, he's not buying it in Iowa. He's asking questions. He's writing a letter to the Department of Justice about a possible Foreign Agents Registration Act violation. Oh, you mean this works in reverse? It's not just Republicans going after the Trump administration? We're going to have equal justice under the law? And on top of that, there's also former Obama Attorney General Loretta Lynch potentially obstructing justice. Former FBI Director James Comey recently testified that Lynch pressured him to call the investigation into Hillary Clinton's email server a matter instead of what it really was, an investigation. Then there's Lynch's 40-minute tarmac meeting with Bill Clinton just days before Comey's announcement about Clinton. Now, there's some good news on this issue. We now finally have a group of Republican lawmakers that do believe in equal justice under the law. Jim Jordan and others are calling for Lynch to be investigated. And, of course, we have the unprecedented, and I think the greatest danger to the country, what are deep state leaks. And according to a recent report, 125 deep state leaks, likely, of course, illegal, in just 126 days. And the only crime we know committed in this whole Russia-Trump phony collusion story has been the unmasking and the leaking of Lieutenant General Michael Flynn's name to the Washington Post. That is a violation of the Espionage Act, and people can be held accountable and put in jail. And speaking of leaks, well, we know James Comey gave his government memos to a friend to be leaked to the New York Times in the hopes that it would lead to the appointment of a special counsel, and Comey may have also improperly removed government property from the FBI. And then the political witch hunt that is led by Comey's buddy, special counsel Robert Mueller. Mueller has massive conflicts of interest. He's best friends with Comey, a key witness. Oh, that might even be against the law. We'll find out. Mueller, just one day before being named special counsel, guess what? He interviewed with President Trump for the FBI job. That's beyond outrageous. And, of course, we can't forget all the members of Mueller's team, the people he's bringing on, have donated thousands of dollars to the Democrats. Oh, and we can't forget even hiring Hillary Clinton's attorney on the Clinton Foundation. And finally, the fake news dossier, the opposition research firm, Fusion GPS, which has connections to Democrats. According to all these reports, the dossier, originally commissioned by a Republican party. Eventually, a Clinton ally ended up paying for that. Christopher Steele, former British spy, put together the fake news hit piece that cites Russian government sources and sources that are tied to the Russian government. Should be shocking, right? But it didn't stop Democrats from repeating the false information found in the dossier. Now, there is some progress on this story, too. We're pressing every day so we have equal justice under the law. Fox News has now learned that the co-founder of Fusion GPS is cooperating with the Senate Judiciary Committee.
I mean, her hysteria, her worry, her deep, profound concern, let me say it that way,
Real quick, Monica,
to get her computers back, I want to know why.
Yeah, and you know what, Sean? Regardless of what the source was, and I hope that we get to the bottom of it, but the bottom line is what we have learned from whether it's a hacking, whether a disgruntled Democrat got in and released these, is that the DNC was incredibly corrupt, and that the Clinton campaign actually won the nomination based on corrupt methods. That's what we've learned, and that's the story.
Right, what if they gave it to WikiLeaks? What if this guy gave it to WikiLeaks? What if Russia wasn't involved in the loop?
Look at the similarities to hers. Matching her devices with the feeling around London. There's SIM cards, the leading 33,000, acid washing, bleach kits. These people got away with unbelievable obstruction, which is very nice points. And we need equal justice in the world. Thank you both.
Filter, I will speak straight to the American people.
The president earlier tonight once again calling out the establishment media bias for 30 seconds. Davis and a rally of the journalists and later NSA spying abuses under the Obama administration. Tonight we expose new information. The Hills, John Solomon, Sarah Carter are coming up on this busy edition from the swamp and the sewer in D.C.
Every stitch is a part of me. All these shapes and designs express an obligation to draft my foot. I want people to feel our passion when they touch it and when they drive. We always I'm 47, but I feel like I'm 25.
I'm 49. I'm the
I'm 45, and the best trailer is still the best state in the world. Because the Bowflex Max Trailer is the world's first 14-minute total body workout, and it burns up to 2.5 times the calories of other workouts. I don't want to spend an hour on the treadmill. That's 14 minutes. That was fun. I lost 12 pounds in 10 weeks. I'm back to 47. The Max Trailer combines the low-impact motion of an elliptical and the calorie-burning power of a stepper, then guides you through a simple series of intervals. Short bursts of effort followed by longer periods of rest. Working you smarter, not harder.
I want you to sit on the and that pushes you. I have 12 pounds in just 10 weeks. I love feeling in shape, so I can keep up with my kids.
You're using your whole body. It's very low impact. I lost 42 pounds in 10 weeks. I feel like I'm reaching again.
Or go to OnlyMaxTraining.com to learn about special financing for 18 months and how you can save over $350. That's OrderMaxTraining.com. Learn more about you at 23andme.com and win a trip to explore how your DNA can see the world. You want 23 winners over 23 days. Enter by August 3rd. Details at 23andme.com. When you have arthritis pain, you want a product that helps you feel normal. But this one claims to freeze away your pain. This one keeps it away. This one promises to numb you. And this one doesn't even have an active ingredient. It's a moisturizer thing. Australian Dream doesn't do any of this because it's real medicine that effectively relieves arthritis pain. And Australian Dream doesn't make empty promises, just an empty jar guarantee. Use the whole jar. Not happy? Send it back for a refund. Get back to feeling normal again with Australian Dream. I got a mortgage offer from the bank today.
You never just get one offer. Go to lending3.com and snap multiple loan offers for free. Sure. Yeah, could save thousands. We should probably buy new dinner.
Go to lending3.com for a new home loan or refinance. Receive up to 5 free offers and choose the loan that's right for you. Our average customer could lower the monthly bills by over $300. Go to lendingtree.com right now.
Attention men with frequent urges to urinate. Super Beta Prostate has ingredients clinically tested to help reduce urges to urinate and waking at night to urinate. That's why it's the #1 best-selling prostate supplement in America. Don't wait. Try non-prescription Super Beta Prostate.
There's nothing more important to me than my vacation. So when I need to book a hotel, I want someone who makes it easy. Booking.com gets it. And with their price match, I know I'm getting the best price every time.
Visit booking.com. Booking.yeah.
I'm here this evening to cut through the fake news circle and to speak straight to the American people.
That was the president earlier tonight going after the fake news establishment media during his rally in Ohio earlier, and here was reacting. Fox News contributor Mercedes Flack, former special counsel, I hate to admit it publicly, friend of President Clinton and former Sergeant DMG, founder of Sergeant DMG, Lanny Davis, Salem radio talk show host, who's been at the White House, I guess, all week, right?
To drain the swamp.
To drain the swamp, right? And the sewer?
Trying to, yeah.
Yeah, we're all trying. You know, he goes public, and the whole momentum shifts. It's like all the air is out of the balloon every time he goes to the people and talks issues.
No, there is no question about it. I think one thing that you learn in being in the swamp or the sewer or whatever we want to call Washington, D.C. these days is the fact that you live in that White House becomes a big bubble. And so it almost is, you almost feel like you don't even have enough oxygen in the room and you need to get out. And one thing about Donald Trump is that he does get energized when he's with the American people. And I think like one of the issues, for example, in terms of health care, selling that message about talking about the failings of Obamacare, the need for a better bill, pushing the Republican bill, the best messenger is Donald Trump. And so he had to use his bully pulpit to go out to these critical states like Ohio, like West Virginia, and take the message directly to the American people.
You know, Lanny, we've known each other for a long time, and I've always complimented you that Bill Clinton, under as much fire, I really appreciate the fierce loyalty you showed your friend. That to me is an admirable quality.
Thank you.
But more importantly, you ended up writing a book about the experience. And I advise more people about your book than you would ever know. Tell the truth. Tell it all. Tell it early. Tell it yourself. Now, I think some of this Russia got a little extended because not all the information came out.
Well, President Trump would do much better if he told the truth, and I think I wrote a column that said, bring everyone together, list every meeting you ever had with any Russian, every document, every email, let's get this out.
I don't think he had any meetings himself. At all.
In the Donald Jr. meeting, which you tried to explore with Donald Jr., would have been much better had he done all of that rather than a few more drips. But right now, the president is focusing on health care, and we Democrats are wondering whether the Republicans can get their act together and actually approve something.
We conservatives are wondering, too.
At the very least, we support Obamacare, but we think it needs to be fixed. And wouldn't it be great if Republicans and Democrats, and if President Trump were to...
I'm not giving you a free pass. The Democrats, should we be investigating, as Senator Grassley suggesting, Ukraine, and a meeting of a paid DNC operative, and a political report that says the Ukraine was trying to influence our elections for Hillary, and that the information was being passed back to the DNC and to Hillary Clinton's campaign?
Well, first of all, I am a fact person. I haven't seen any facts that suggest that any information
Because you're not
passed.
watching the show enough, and nor do you read Politico. You knew about the fact on my radio show today. Stop.
So, no, I know about the story about a Ukraine consultant that was passing information to the DNC. I don't know anything about anything being passed.
A DNC staffer, paid staffer, met with the Ukrainian ambassador at the embassy.
And I said to you on the radio that if that happened, and I'd like to see evidence, I don't approve of that. But I don't think anything about that.
53,000 emails deleted. Bleach bit used. Hang on. BlackBerry smashed. And it gets worse and worse. And all of the lying that took place, Lanny, and the Uranium One deal, is that a Russia collusion story?
The Uranium One deal, let's start with the 33,000 emails that Larry threw out, which has no factual basis. Those were personal emails having nothing to do with the State Department.
But she didn't, no one saw those emails except for Hillary Clinton and her team.
James Comey said there were classified emails on the ones deleted.
Guys, if I'm surrounded by all of you, I understand that it's...
Go ahead.
It's 3 against 1, so that's even. Hillary Clinton only deleted personal emails, just as Karl Rove and lots of other people used the RNC emails and deleted those emails.
James Comey said they were classified, some of them.
James Comey did not say that they were classified.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
The personal emails deleted. Mr. Comey looked through.
I'm on a hard break.
None of them were hard classified.
So Lanny,
none of them were
should Hillary have been indicted?
Of course not. Mr. Comey and the FBI.
Sessions should investigate.
So he rests his case the entire...
We have an
Son
investigation.
pendejos.
John Solomon.
Tú eres más pendejo, mano.
Spying abuses.
Esos viejos mamá,
Sarah Carter. It's like Hannity and Combs redux. It's unbelievable.
yeah, you're so stupid, man.
Think your heartburn pill works fast? Take the Zantac It Challenge. Zantac works in as little as 30 minutes. Nexium can take 24 hours. When heartburn strikes, take Zantac for faster relief than Nexium or your money back. Take the Zantac It Challenge. Delicious, fresh fruit. It's...
I was in a coma. Well, I still deserve appreciation.
It's called a nap, Susan Lucci.
Every day, putting money back in the pockets of millions of Americans. As one of those workers, I'm proud to bring you Gillette quality for less, because nobody can beat the man in the
every day. Success in business takes 3 things: a great vision, perseverance, and capital. The first 2 are up to you, but when it comes to capital, OnDeck is the small business loan expert. OnDeck can get you the funding you need to seize an opportunity and take your business to the next level. If you have the mission, OnDeck has the funding. To find out how much you qualify for, go to OnDeckTV.com today.
Meet Ryan Lochte, up for anything daredevil.
What?
Second best known swimmer in the world.
Why am I here?
Sharkfest on Nature Wild is the second best known shark event on TV.
Okay, great.
Second place is the first loser.
Excuse me?
Silver's for suckers.
Hey, I win golds too!
But Sharkfest embraces second place with 1 week of first-rate premieres. And now Ryan, swim with the sharks.
No, I'm out of here.
Sharkfest, all week long on Nat Geo Wild.
Ferrari.
I won this 55-inch TV
Let's go, Ferrari.
for less than $30 on DealDash.com.
I got this $1,200 computer for $100.71. These are real people who got real service on DealDash.com.
information with people who weren't entitled to get Americans' names. So all the abuses that we were worried about at the beginning when we started talking about
this Brennan and Clapper? Because I suspect Brennan and Clapper and Rhodes and Rice and others still have their hands in the deep state.
Well, there's no doubt that this occurred on Barack Obama's watch. These are violations from 2009 to 2016. And I think their greatest impact, and I think Sarah could talk about this, is this may affect whether this law, this Section 702 law that allows spying on Americans, whether it gets renewed in December.
This is important.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now what we know and talking to people on the Hill in Congress is that there are not enough votes to renew Section 702. And I can tell you that the intelligence community really relies on Section 702 to track terrorists, to search emails of financing, to prevent possible attacks, but the violation of this law has become such a threat right now that neither the House, the House right now does not have enough votes to pass it. They want, one, accountability. They want an investigation. I know people want to know who the leakers are, and they want accountability before they're able to move forward with any kind of law. And that's what the stories like John just broke, the stories that John has been working on. I mean, my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
We've been reporting on these issues.
Okay.
Data stored, recorded.
I got impressed by that lady.
True. Now, it's unclear today whether there's a database or not. This is a question of whether Clapper gave accurate testimony. Is there a database or not?
Sarah, the first question.
I should have done it.
I should not be a father.
Those are allegations that I've also been aware of, and that's something that still needs to be investigated. We haven't been able to prove either way if that is true. What we do know is that talking to sources, people within the intelligence community, that they believe that it was set up for these leaks to come out one after the other to go after the Trump administration.
There was something that happened on Friday. A lot of people missed it.
When we come back, a very important question.
Oh, come on. Jesus Christ.
If other treatments haven't worked well enough, ask your doctor about Entyvio, the only biologic developed and approved just for UC and Crohn's. Entyvio works by focusing right in the GI tract to help control damaging inflammation and is clinically proven to begin helping many patients achieve both symptom relief as well as remission. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. While not reported with Entyvio, PML, a rare serious brain infection caused by a virus, may be possible. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, experience frequent infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Liver problems can occur with Entyvio. If your UC or Crohn's medication isn't working for you, ask your gastroenterologist about Entyvio. Entyvio, relief and remission within reach.
Hello, this is ADT. Is everything okay?
I could hear crackling in the walls, and my mind went totally blank.
All I remember saying was, my boyfriend's beating me, and she took it from there.
When a fire is going on, you're running around, you're not thinking clearly, so they call the fire department for
Gutfeld, Perino, Waters, Williams, Guilfoyle. This is The Five. Smart talk on the biggest stories. Bold debate on topics that matter. You've never seen a conversation quite like this. The Five, only on the Fox News Channel.
All right, running late. Time for our question of the day. What did you think of the president's rally in Ohio? Does it help him? Go to Facebook.com/Sean Hannity, at Sean Hannity on Twitter. Let us know what you think. Oh, by the way, Brett Baer, live in the studio next door, here in the swamp, in the sewer in D.C. We'll see you back here from D.C. tomorrow night. Thanks for being with us.
You're watching Tucker Carlson tonight. The president's been speaking in Ohio for about 50 minutes. We're going to continue watching him until he finishes.
We also believe that those seeking to immigrate into our country should be able to support themselves financially and should not be able to use welfare for themselves or their household for a period of at least 5 years.
Okay.
As we speak, we are working with two wonderful senators, Tom Cotton and David Perdue, to create a new immigration system for America. Instead of today's low-skill system, just a terrible system, where anybody comes in. People that have never worked, people that are criminals, anybody comes in. We have a much better system. best infrastructure, the best schools, the best jobs, the best factories. And we want products that proudly carry the label Made in the USA. We want this country that we love so much, America, to be strong, proud, and free, which means America must also be united. Because when America is united, America is totally unstoppable. Although I'll be totally honest with you, even if it's not united, we're unstoppable, so don't worry about it. We're going to be unstoppable either way, but it would be nice, wouldn't it? Our small differences are nothing compared to our common history, common values, and common future. We share one heart, one home, and one glorious destiny. Now it is up to us to preserve the birthright of freedom and justice, the birthright of prosperity that our ancestors won for us with their sweat, with their blood, with their work, with their muscle, with their brain. They won it for us, and we're going to make it bigger and better and stronger than it ever was before. It's time to look past the old division. The tired, really tired politicians and the stale debates of the past, and to finally come together as one nation under God. We have no choice. We cannot and never will back down. We will never, ever give up. We cannot fail. And if we remember what unites us, then I promise you, we will not fail. We cannot fail. We will make America strong again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again.